It is 7:02. I'd like to call this August 20, is it recording?
There you go.
Okay, we're good? Okay, with that said, it is 7:02. I'd like to call this August 26th Board of Supervisor meeting to order. And please rise for pledge of allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you could join us in a moment of silence, please. Okay, first announcement. So the board had an executive session Thursday, August 7th. That was concerning personnel matters and a meeting with the new secretary treasurer. And then the second one, just before this meeting, the board also had a executive session with the solicitor regarding litigation with respect to RTCA. So I wanted to let you know that. And that takes us to citizen participation. So this is for items that are on the agenda, and it's limited to 10 minutes total. So if we have some folks. Rebecca Schulze is up first.
I'll pass for now.
Okay, John Schulze?
Yep, sure, thank you. I just want to share a little history of the Rye Community Park ball field fence, so there is no doubt about this situation. The RTCA purchased the property in 1959. And the ball field was constructed in 1981-82 with fencing and dugouts surrounding the entire ball field. The Rye Township held a lease with the RTCA since 1992, where the township was responsible for maintenance of the park property. In 2022 and 2023, the township would not complete maintenance to the point that RTCA determined the lease was voided by Rye Township. The RTCA began to make the park safe for users. In November 2024, the RTCA volunteers obtained grant funding specifically to replace the ball field fence. With the typically wet conditions of spring at the ball field area, the replacement had to occur when the ground was frozen and occurred around Christmas. Once replacement began, the Rye Township zoning officer sent an email to the RTCA indicating they needed to stop as a permit was needed for a fence. The RTCA responded that this fence did not meet the definition of fence in the zoning ordinance, being that it did not divide or screen one property from another and is not within 2 feet of the property line, and therefore did not meet the definition of a structure or require a permit. A right-to-know request indicated that there were no permits issued since 2011 for any fences. The zoning officer responded that the fence was now designated a structure in the floodplain, but the definition of a structure in the floodplain in the zoning ordinance states it's a walled and roofed structure or building, including a gas or liquid storage tank. Again, this ball field fence replacement didn't meet this definition and therefore did not require a permit. The fence replacement was completed on January 13th. The January 28th supervisor meeting, the solicitor now had decided to adjust the violation to a third determination that the fence replacement was now considered a development in the floodplain, where the definition of development is any man-made change. With this vague definition, cutting a tree down could require a permit. In that meeting, the supervisors had voted to authorize the solicitor to enforce the ordinance relative to the recent development at the park. At the end of January, the floodplain administrator, Gordon Warren, wrote a letter about this violation and was requiring the RTCA to choose from 3 options. 1, remove the fence, 2, complete a $15,000 hydraulic study, or 3, apply for a zoning hearing board meeting. The deadline for the choice was completing the study was 30 days. A right-to-know request indicated that there was no permits issued for construction in the floodplain since 2011, yet review of past aerial images shows sheds, above-ground pools, decks, fences, and a house were constructed in floodplains. At the February 25th supervisor meeting, the RTCA requested additional time, to which the supervisors declined the extension, saying the RTCA could pay $850 to go to zoning hearing board and requested an extension there. Before the 30-day requirement, the RTCA submitted a flood risk assessment document and a project background indicating the fence replacement was maintenance of the ball field as a whole, and there was no hazard with the fence replacement. especially since the fence was within the existing ball field and there were many other parts of the ball field, such as the dugouts and sideline fence, that were removed. There was no response from Rye Township to the submission until a certified letter was received by the RTCA that a court hearing date was set at the Magistrate District Judge's office. For weeks, the RTCA attempted to communicate with the supervisors to work on a resolution with no response. In the May 22nd supervisor meeting, the girls softball team and Marysville Baseball and Softball Association came and asked questions to the supervisors and requested them to drop their lawsuit. The only thing that came out of that meeting was a meeting between the RTCA and the township to discuss what was required with the hydraulic study and if one was truly needed, of which the township floodplain administrator, Gordon Ward, would not budge, still requiring a $15,000 study. On July 11th, the court case was heard by Judge Gibney. After 1.5 hours talking about the issues, the judge concluded the fine was not about a fence in the floodplain and that the two sides needed to work together to come to a resolution for the betterment of the community. The total fine imposed to the RTCA was $208, which was less than the filing fee made by the township. After the hearing, the RTCA again reached out to the supervisors to work on a resolution, with no response. On August 13th, the RTCA was served notice by the constable that Rye Township supervisors were again filing an appeal with the appeal of the Magisterial District Judge ruling. Again, the RTCA stance is that the fence replacement was maintenance of the ball field as a whole, and a permit or hydraulic study is not needed. There is no issue with flooding concerns with the fence replacement, and we've only been doing maintenance for the betterment of the community. Thank you.
Okay, Josh? Hello?
My item's not on the agenda, so I didn't know. You can disregard that for now.
Okay, thanks, Josh. Shannon, Rudy?
Yeah, I was here to talk about the fine
Mhm.
because as a resident of Rye Township, I feel like the volunteers has brought more members coming to the park. I've seen a lot more softball players. I've seen people visiting the park. And since moving into Rye Township, I do know that field has flooded multiple times because prior to the fixing of the fence, because our boys fish back there. So to me, I feel sad that you guys are trying to find an organization that was just trying to improve our community and for the benefit of our kids. So I'm just curious as to why you guys are still continuing to go forward with this fine.
This isn't question and answer back and forth. This isn't deliberation. This is just public comment. So that's why I'm not going to answer the question because it's a chance for people to make their comments. So I appreciate your comment.
Is there a forum that I can go to ask the question?
This would not be the one. But,
Can you tell me when or where?
well, I'm trying to keep mindful of the time because we have 4 more folks that want to talk here and the time period for public comment is 10 minutes.
Right, no, I'm asking what forum is it for me to ask the questions? I just want to know when, is it, if it's not this
Well,
meeting, when is it the next meeting?
I'll say, with regard to this specific matter, because
Yeah.
where this is, the board is not able to engage in deliberation back and forth or answering of questions because where the matter is currently.
So,
So, it's in litigation, so this is our legal counsel. The township, the board is to follow legal counsel. That's why he's here. So, based on that advice and how we understand that's supposed to work, we should not discuss it further. Okay. Sorry, that's the only answer I can give you. Melissa Nagengast? Yes, hi Melissa.
How are you?
I am well, how are you?
Good.
Good.
So I'm disappointed because I actually was hoping also that we could have questions answered. So I'll use my few minutes to voice some concerns with that. And I'd really just like to say ditto to a lot of what she said. I'm confused by why a replacement fence is considered against any type of zoning or why it would be considered a problem with the flood situation and all of that. So again, I would have asked some questions, hearing your most recent response. I'll just say, I find it disturbing also that we can't work as a community. I know that there's bad blood. between individuals. And I understand, not everybody's gonna get along with everyone. That's just the nature of human beings. But to use our taxpayer money to sue an organization that is trying to make improvements at a park that when I visited a while back with my grandsons, I couldn't walk through the grass because it was so high. Definitely the dugouts that were falling down, those being removed has been a positive. So I would just like to voice, like, I would ask each of you, since you can't answer questions, to search your own hearts and determine why exactly is this happening and what would be a better resolution to it than a lawsuit between two community organizations, our Rye Township. I don't know who exactly is suing. If it's you as the supervisors, I'm not sure how that's working, or if it's our township suing our community association. But I would just search yourselves and figure out if there isn't a better resolution to that. I think the improvements to the park have been amazing, and the removal of hazardous structures, the workout center, which my grandsons used to love to climb on, but was falling apart. Say no to little boys. It's not easy. So the fact that it's gone, I don't have to say no anymore. So I think the improvements are great, and I hope we can come to a more positive resolution between both parties. Thank you for
I appreciate where
hearing
you're
me.
coming from, Melissa, and I appreciate your thoughts on that. Again, do wish we could talk more about it, but we are where we are, unfortunately, and it's frustrating for us as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, let's give a few seconds for Jennifer Cromleigh. Jen Cromleigh.
Yeah.
Yes, hi,
I'm
Jen.
going to talk about the park as well.
Yeah, and if you keep it short, because we are over the
That's
10 minutes,
fine.
please.
My grandfather actually was one of the people that helped start that.
Mhm.
And to see what it ended up as, it was disturbing. I know he would have been so upset how it was left. There's been so many good things done now, and for us to be using taxpayer money to sue an organization that volunteered to go out and spend, like, do it on their own, and I think you guys need to evaluate who you're actually representing, because you're supposed to be representing us, and this is not representing us. This is a vendetta against certain people.
Well, I appreciate that. Understand, the board has multiple obligations and responsibilities, and we try to hit them all, and we try to be mindful of the community at large. It just, what we've tried has not worked, so, and unfortunately, we are where we are. I'm
If there
sorry.
is a, like when you get all the people in the community to sign a form, will this be dropped if you get a certain number of taxpayers to say, hey,
Like a petition?
yes,
Like a
like,
petition?
yeah, like we don't
Again,
want this.
I'm really
No, they
wanting
can't.
to tell you where we are with this, but
If the
I
lawyer
can't.
responds,
But can the lawyer
Oh,
talk to
that-
the solicitor for
hold on.
refund?
We do have a
Hold on, we have one, Ashley
doesn't he
Fleisher.
work for all of us?
I'm sorry, Ashley Fleisher. so-
She's gonna say something.
Well, wouldn't
Yeah.
the solicitor be able to answer that question?
He is. We're going to discuss that. I don't know the level of detail, again, but that is on the
So
agenda,
if a
so we are
petition
going
is,
to.
can that be answered? Is there something in that if there's a petition done by taxpayers?
And I don't think it's something that then could just be presented that then, you know, you
Yeah,
have
it's-
to, do it.
Again, be mindful, there are laws, rules that come down from the state, county, and all of that we are obligated to comply with. So this isn't something that the Township of Rye has created these rules on our own. Somebody else passes them to us, and we have to then
So even though the
comply.
judge said to work it out.
Well, but what does that mean? Honestly, what does that mean?
Well,
To work it out.
To work it
Well,
out.
yeah, but
Right,
not
to
too much
work it
lawsuit.
out,
But-
but not.
Okay, well, that was it for the first portion of public comment. Appreciate it, thank
I
you very
didn't
much.
get to speak, you did call my name, but I didn't get to talk.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley, I thought you were.
No.
Yeah.
So the only thing I want to say is to work it out, like, we are a community. Like, Mr. Sloop, we come to a community, we support your stand because
we want to support your family. You know, Jim, you helped me with my house. Like, we are all to come together. And that's what the park is. You know, none of you on this board right now are raising small children. A lot of people in this room are. And it's something we can utilize. I fortunately have a ton of land that my kids can roam on, but not everyone has that. And it's a great open space that kids can run rampant and feel safe. You know, when we first started going to the park, there wasn't that many people there. And as a stay-at-home mom, it's boring to be home. But when you can go there and there's other kids for your kids to play with, other adults to socialize with, it has really improved just the nature of the community as a whole. So I just want you guys to see that and just remember that. You guys were all young parents at one point, stressed out and crazy, like the point and stage we were now. So just think back to that. Like, so many people utilize it for so many different things. And
Okay, thank you, Ashley, appreciate that. Okay, the next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the July 22nd Board of Supervisor meeting. I did not see any revisions, corrections, anything. I'm fine with the minutes. Anybody corrections, additions, subtractions? Motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
So second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes from the July 22nd meeting are approved. Next item is Joe Burgett from Burgett Associates for 910 New Valley Road. My understanding is Joe has asked for that to be, he's not here this evening, and he's asked for that to be delayed until 9th?
He's going to attend
The planning commission?
the planning commission meeting first and then come here.
Okay, so Joe is not here this evening.
The owner is here though.
The owner, who's the owner? Oh, how you doing? Okay. That takes us to zoning code enforcement reports. From JHA, we have 4 items, no invoice, correct?
It's in your, it was in your bills.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we've got certificate of use permits, zoning permits. Working on DEP floodplain permit. Several other
There's
items.
3 separate invoices.
3 separate invoices. Oh, geez. Okay, we have a total.
Yes.
on the checklist.
3146.65.
3146.65.
65. Yep.
Okay, make a motion to approve payment to JHA Company for $3,146.65. Who is the second?
I'll second.
Brad, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Payment to JHA is approved, and that'll be up front here. We don't have anybody's addresses on here.
Doesn't look like it.
No. This one goes. Do we want to look at the addresses?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're gonna, yeah, we'll just put
That's the invoice.
the invoice out there. We'll hold that.
Jack did if you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, so that was sewage enforcement also, right? Do we have anything
I
from
didn't get
Lenny?
anything from Lenny.
Okay. Item C, road report, Brad?
Yes, they serviced truck number 3, mowed at the park at Marysville in exchange for street sweeping. We do that every year. Cleaned up down trees on Fleisher and Pine Hill. They coat patched on the edge of the road on Tower Road. Cleaned side ditches on Idle, Millers, and Dean's Gap. patch potholes and pipe crossings on Fleisher Road. Trim trees away back at Fleisher Road for better visibility, pulling out, I think it was back there at Gitter Lane, I think. And sprayed around signs and markers throughout the township.
Thank you, Brad.
Have we mowed anything with the new tractor yet?
Yes, Willie used it a little bit.
Okay.
How's it working?
Good.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Good to hear. Do we have a rec board report? Oh.
Yeah, I'm back. Okay, our next event will be our second annual chili cook-off, and it is being held on Sunday, September 14th, from 4 to 6 p.m. And if you're a contestant entering chili, you should arrive at the church for setup by 3:30. We're holding this event at Glenvale Church. And if you're interested in entering chili in the cook-off, we have a sign-up sheet over here. You can still sign up for it. So please, if you're interested, please sign up. We'd love to have you participate.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks, Nancy. Okay, emergency management report. I don't see Kurt or Jim, do I?
Kurt called me this week and just to give an update on the radios.
Okay.
He did get them to Moyer Communication, and so will be working on them as his schedule permits him to get them programmed. And also, he told him to order 4 chargers that the board had previously agreed to purchase, which you need the chargers with the mobile radio. So he just wanted everyone to know he couldn't be here tonight, and that if Jim wasn't here, to please let you know they are moving ahead.
Okay.
So they want to try to get them done before we get into any kind of bad weather.
Good.
Great, okay. Thanks. Financial treasurer's report, Tanya.
Daisy's going to, it's still July's, so she
Okay.
was still, yeah.
Okay.
And the general checking began with a balance July 1st of $402,279.19, had receipts of $39,029.65, had expenditures of $48,976.09, interest earned of $453.94, leaving us a balance August 1st in the general checking account of $392,786.69. The penny and general checking account began with a balance of $2,311.88 and had only interest activity of 29 cents, leaving a balance August 1st of $2,312.17. American Rescue Plan funds in a money market account that Penny had agreed to pay us 3.5% because we wanted to keep it liquid for payment for the tractor mower. Began with a balance July 1st of $232,348.52. Had interest of $678.84, leaving a balance August 1st in the American Rescue Plan funds money market account of $233,027.36. So we do have money to pay for the tractor whenever everything's ready.
Right.
They give the go-ahead.
Right. Good.
General savings account at Bank of Landisburg had only interest activity and had a balance August 1st of $2,532.51. Liquid Fuels checking had only interest activity and had a balance August 1st of $126,484.53. Liquid Fuels savings account had only interest activity and had a balance August 1st of $2,718.26. And the paving projects are done. The bill has not come in yet, so that will be paid probably in the near future. That's all I have.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Tanya, did you have anything?
No.
Okay, that takes us to resolution 25-26, transfer of matured CDs, underground storage tank CD and general fund CD to mid-pen for a new rate of 3.91.
They're both up for renewal,
Okay.
and I'm gonna leave them, I'd like to leave them at the same bank for right now, in 9 months, so I get a chance to reevaluate everything. So that's the special rate that's going on right now, 3.91. Yeah, they're coming down, but.
Yeah,
4.0 would be more.
yeah. So it's,
But you don't
Better
get,
than
you don't get the whole year, you get 9 months.
you get 9 months
But
worth.
you're still-
Yeah.
Okay. Motion to approve resolution 25-26.
So moved.
All in favor? Or, well, I'm sorry, second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye, sorry, go ahead. Thanks, Brett. Takes us to resolution 25-27, Perry County 2025 Hazard Mitigation Plan Resolution. Val?
You know more about that than I
Um,
do. You handed that to me.
Yes, every year they review that, and if there are any updates or amendments it's a countywide hazardous mitigation plan. The township participates with the county, and so this is just a resolution. I think planning had looked at some of that, there really aren't any changes. Like if we would have had, say, God forbid, a sinkhole somewhere, then you would want to add that to your hazardous mitigation plan. But I don't think.
I made a year without it.
Yeah, right. But something similar would happen, or for something, there would be something foreseen that you need to amend. But at this time, there were no amendments, and that's just they have all of the townships and municipalities that are participating do an annual resolution to continue with it.
Okay, make a motion to approve resolution 25-27. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Sean, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 25-27 is approved. Resolution 25-28, transfer matured CD for road equipment CD 3 to Bank of Lands, number 3, for a new rate of 4.05.
Another matured one, and I'd like to keep it the Bank of Landisburg for right now, and that is their current rate.
Okay,
4.05, yeah.
And how long is that?
9 months?
9
Yeah.
months? Okay. That would be good, because I know there was talk of,
Yeah,
if you need it for next year's budget,
right.
Okay.
you could still get it out within the
Without
budget year.
without penalty.
Right.
for that.
Make a motion to approve resolution 25-28. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Brad, second. All in favor?
Aye.
25, resolution 25-28 is approved. That takes us to the last one, resolution 25-29, Act 20 delinquent trash fees to Pam's,
It's in the municipal service.
Okay, thank
The
you.
billing company for the trash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew, I just wasn't getting the.
They asked for us to, even though we had a resolution previously, I didn't reference Act
It was
20.
with Keystone. No, we had it with Keystone,
So now
Act
you gotta-
20, so they want it specifically
For
with
them.
them.
Well, and solid waste superintendent, do you?
I'll make a motion. I'll make a motion to approve resolution 25-29.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution
It actually-
25-29 is approved. Sorry.
It actually is part of our agreement that we do this.
Okay. Easy. I'll catch it real quick.
Okay, new business. Designated trick or treat night in Rye Township is going to be Thursday, October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. Do we have a rain date? I can't remember. Do we have a rain date?
They normally don't have rain.
Yeah, okay. Release, oh, yeah, so, and then the next one is Release Act 93 escrow funds.
You didn't make a motion for the trick or treat night.
Sorry, I'm trying to read multiples. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, make a motion, thank you, Daisy.
That's easy.
Make a motion to designate trick or treat night in Rye Township for Thursday, October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it's official, thank you. Thanks, Daisy.
Yeah.
Okay, now the next one. Make a motion to release Act 93 escrow funds for 2906 Valley Road, Dolan is the last name last year? For $28,873.49.
We received the occupancy certificate from BIU that it's ready to go. So we just need to release the funds back to, yeah.
Okay,
I'll make that motion.
all right. Who's second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And this was due to fire.
Okay.
Oh, that, yeah.
That one.
Yes, thank you. Then the next one is the approval of the 2026 minimum municipal obligation, right, MMO? Non-uniform police pension plans as follows. Non-uniform pension of $10,454.00. CB2 pension, $1,314.00, and the police pension of $0.00. Make the motion, do you second?
I'll second.
Brad second, all in favor?
Aye.
CB is cash balance.
Okay.
It's the new plan.
It's the new
that's
one.
going on.
Okay.
So Willie's now in that.
Okay.
So that's
So
why,
there is a
that's why
member.
there's two.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this item RTCA litigation? Which, there's no, yeah, okay. Yep. Okay, yep, okay. So I'm gonna make the motion to authorize the solicitor to file the complaint and proceed with the litigation in the RTCA matter. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Brad second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you, Mike. That takes us to Parks and Rec Board resignation and appointment.
Well, because I didn't know if Nancy knew this already, and I didn't open it.
Yeah. She's like, "Ooh."
No.
She's new, right? Brittany just came on.
Yeah, it's her job. She
Yeah,
works for
yeah.
the museum, and it's been taking her out of town a lot.
Okay, we appreciate that. So, yeah, so it just says, I'm ready to officially resign my seat on the Parks and Rec Board. Unfortunately, my work schedule does not allow for me to participate. Thank you. Brittany Baxa? Baxa, B-A-K-S-A. Well, thank you, Brittany, for your time. With regret, we accept her resignation. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Sean, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Resignation is accepted. Do you,
I didn't know if anybody had anyone else that was interested, that's why
Yeah.
I left it
oh,
open like
Nancy's
that.
here. Any?
We don't have an appointment yet, we're looking.
Okay, thank you. Not to put you on the spot. Okay, custodian person resigned, that was,
Tracy.
yeah. That was a bummer. Dear Board of Supervisors, this letter is to notify you that I will be resigning my position as the cleaning person for the township as of December 31st, 2025. Oh, so she can stay till the end of the year. Thank you for the opportunity to clean the township building over the years. If needed, I would be available to assist with training the new person before I resign. Tracy Lar. Yeah, she's a very nice lady. She's not here this evening, is she?
No, I didn't see her.
Well, hey, with regret, accept her resignation. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Tracy Lar's resignation is accepted. Line painting quote from Alpha Space, $9,044.64. How much does that get us?
Double yellow is 6.6 miles, and white is 6.2 miles. I did give you all a copy of that quote with exactly what, Johnny wanted done. Brad, I assume you already sold this?
Yeah, yep,
And that was the quote that I got from
yep, okay. Yep.
I wish there was another company.
I know, but I don't know
They're
who
the,
else
they're,
did.
they're
like
the
a
only ones, aren't
monopoly,
they?
yeah.
And
I mean-
did ask how soon they would be able to come, because we had discussed it and didn't want it to be in October
Well,
because of the leaves.
Right.
And they said they could come mid-September, hopefully mid-September, but
Well, that's really what I'm on.
Yeah.
Okay.
What has it?
Motion?
Yeah.
You can make motion?
Yeah, I'll make a
Most
motion.
familiar with it?
Yep.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Secretary Treasurer appointments.
I gave you all a list of the appointments for the positions that Daisy holds that are normally handled during your reorganization meeting in January. In light of Daisy retiring, we need to make sure that these are all handled, and there's not a gap.
Okay, we'll go through them one at a time. Zoning Administrative Secretary, are you able to do that, Tanya?
Yes, I can do
Okay.
that.
Okay. Make a motion to, well, I guess, can we do these all in bulk, or do we need to
I think you need to do them individually.
individually? Okay, make that motion. Do we have a second?
I'll say it.
Brad, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Alternate floodplain administrator.
I really don't want that one.
I don't think anybody
I
does.
really did.
I don't think Daisy wanted it either.
Yeah.
I was more, I thought of myself as an administrator with Gordon.
You're right.
And we did the audits and stuff that came through the
Right.
state. I would sit with him through the virtual and, take care of the paperwork and such for him, schedule any meetings, that kind
I
of.
mean, I'm able to, and if you want to put me in,
Yeah.
and then maybe till the beginning of the year, we could
Yeah, okay.
see if we could find
I'll
someone.
make that motion then for Tanya, the new Secretary Treasurer, to be also the alternate floodplain administrator, and thank you for that willingness to step up. And Daisy, thank you for doing it all this time. You have a second.
I'll second.
Sean, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Representative to the Perry County Council of Governments, Vice Chairman Sean Feder is the alternate.
So for right now, we would be okay,
Okay. Can
don't you think?
Oh, yeah, I don't-
Because
that's-
you're only gonna have a few more months.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I
Okay, so
put
we
that
don't-
on there,
yeah,
so you knew that there
okay,
was
so we
someone
don't need
else.
to- Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, good to know.
Yeah,
Okay, same with,
yeah,
Same with cap tax.
Yeah,
okay.
That one, it would actually be nice if we could find somebody else.
Which one are you talking
The
about?
cap tax one.
I'm not saying I won't do it, I just meant. I've actually served on the cap tax board before, so.
Okay, so which one are you suggesting we move on to then? 5?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Representative to the Perry County Tax Collection Commission. Vice Chairman Sean Feder is the alternate.
You can let that one go.
Let that one go?
Let that one
Okay.
go.
Thank you, Sean.
Okay. Assistant Planning Commission Recording Secretary. Planning Commission Recording Secretary is currently vacant. Tanya, can you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Sean, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Chief Admin Officer of the Pension Plans, it's been Daisy. Tanya, you're now Secretary Treasurer. Make a motion, Tanya, take that role. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And same with Right to Know Officer. Tanya, you're now the point of contact. I make a motion that Tanya be Right to Know Officer. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Underground Storage Tank Operator. Willie is willing to take the class.
Yeah, I was jumping on
Young
him
man.
before I got asked.
Okay. So before Willie changes his mind to make the motion, Willie takes the position as underground storage tank operator. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second?
You don't want to do it anymore, do you? You don't want that?
I have a lifetime certification, so until you find someone,
It's,
you need
well, you have somebody
somebody, but
covered,
we
but
Just
Yeah.
cover me.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need something, I'm here,
Well,
Okay.
can,
because DEP will.
He's gonna have to take a
Yeah.
class.
yeah, can you
He's gotta get
cover, are you
certified.
willing to cover until
Yeah,
Willie
Till-
certifies?
cover
Okay,
that
thank you for that,
paperwork.
thank you for that. Yeah, how long does it take to?
When I did it was like 12 modules you have to go through, and then you have to be tested on each module, and then there's an overall test. You can do it virtually, or sometimes like Keystone Petroleum will have
they'll have
classes
it,
or
yeah.
training. It was around $150, $200, something around
But I'd like him to finish the CDL training
there. Yeah,
first.
he's trying to get,
Yeah.
there's a lot more to
And
that
yeah,
than
we
he
will.
ever
Than
thought.
used to be, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been
Okay.
working on that, but they changed that CDL so much. It's not like when we did it. It's a lot worse.
So the guys
Unless
keep
you
an
live in
eye on
make an
that
old
too.
joke.
They'll just have to let me know if there's some sort of issue,
That need-
overfill
that
issue,
need something,
pump
yeah.
issue, anything that goes wrong, they have to
Right,
let me know.
right, right. We're,
Did we ever fix that alarm issue that was going on?
Yeah,
out
we
there?
got it.
Yeah, okay, I'm just,
Yep.
I just popped in my head when you mentioned that, so.
yeah, you've done that forever, really.
I learned stuff,
Right.
I mean, it's a shame you have to go through what we have. I had to learn stuff that people at
Yeah,
gas station,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you
And you don't.
But it
you
just
don't
makes
use
sense,
half
yeah.
of that stuff, so, oh well.
Did we make that official?
What's that?
Did we make it official for Bill?
We didn't make a motion.
Oh, did we not?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Because
you
I
did.
interrupted you.
No, that's all right. Well,
Jim
then-
made the motion, Brad seconded.
Okay.
Oh,
we're good.
For Willie?
Thank you.
We're good. For Willie.
For Willie.
Oh, okay.
When he's
When he gets done
able.
with.
When he's done with the CDL.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you for that. Okay.
Be much better. Right now, to it.
Yeah, what makes more sense.
It does.
Authorize Burgett and Associates to pick up wetland delineation reports as requested by JHA.
That was the email I received. I'm assuming, what was it?
Aquaniche? Is it the
Aquaniche
place?
completed
Uh-huh.
it, because we had an invoice last month and another invoice this month for the two different areas.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, they haven't supplied that report to anyone. So Max had sent me that asking for the board to give them permission to pick it up.
Okay, I make the motion to allow them to pick that up. Second?
I'll say.
Brad, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Right, I'll let that
Thank you,
know.
Daisy, thank you, Tanya.
Mhm.
Okay, put that back. JHA proposal, so this is item J. JHA proposal for services regarding the Rye Township DEP permitting. That is this packet here. And Brad, you and Sean have copies of this, right?
Mhm.
I also forwarded it to the solicitor, so everyone had it ahead of time.
Okay, so this is for the township to professional services associated with the buildings, fence in the floodway, floodplain, fishing creek. Proposal outlines our services, including environmental permitting in Rye Township, and there's a whole lot more here, but it's
It's everything.
a total of $14,750 is the estimated fee to have this done. Make a motion to approve that proposal. Do you have a second, or do you have comments first? Any
I just
thoughts?
have the comment on the price.
I was wondering if JT should look at it, maybe?
Well, JT has.
Oh, he has.
Right, JT, yeah, because JT provided,
Didn't
Tanya,
provide
correct
some
me if I'm wrong,
information
he's
for
got, the comments here were, did the proposal go to JT with the?
My
Right.
understanding was that JT couldn't work on this.
Oh, he is, yeah, that's what I mean, one, to be clear, we've already exercised JT more than the
Right,
township should.
right.
He's been very
But I
gracious.
didn't know if there were things itemized on there, not that he would do them, but that maybe were already taken care of by Gordon. And Gordon couldn't be here
Well,
tonight.
Max has had copies of everything that Gordon has done.
Yeah,
But this comes through JHA. I know there were issues before, not bad issues,
Mhm.
but they're in wherever their city is, and then Max is down there, and there's been sometimes some disconnect there with the guy handling, the environmental guy, wherever the headquarters are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, it was just a thought I had.
yeah, no, appreciate that. So can we just make a motion to approve the $14,750 estimated fee, authorizing that unless JT feeds back that, hey, some of this is already done.
For the solicitor, was there any comments?
No, he didn't have any.
Oh, you already-
Mike Mykosh reviewed it already.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'll make that motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
If you weren't finished reading, go ahead.
No.
That's why.
Can we?
We gotta complete that in 30 days.
Was there a deadline for this? I know there was a deadline
He
on
didn't
some
give
stuff,
me,
but I
he
don't
did
know.
not give me a deadline on this. I think because they've already been working on it, I think that they've already been providing
Did
services.
Gordon get a copy of this?
I don't think Gordon saw it.
Well, if Gordon, maybe he can look at it and see, well, I already did that, you know? You know what I'm saying?
I know he has a big narrative all typed up.
I'm just,
No, it's good
I
point,
don't
Brad.
know.
I mean,
Do you wish to amend the motion?
I just like the table.
We can, Tanya, is there any issue with?
No,
Tabling?
just rescind your motion
Okay.
and then just make a motion to table it.
I will rescind the motion and make the motion to table it. Thank you for that, Brad. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Tabling. Proposal is tabled. Okay.
Yeah, just. I think it kind of came last minute too. It hasn't been in the office that long.
No, it hasn't.
Okay, Secretary Treasurer retirement. Did you have something you wanted to add to that, or Sean?
no.
Okay.
Well,
You mean the secretary?
Yeah,
treasurer
okay.
retirement?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like to thank Daisy for all your service that she did. I mean, she did a heck of a job here at the township. Really good job.
and I have a presentation for Daisy too.
Oh, my goodness.
This is from Senator Rothman.
Oh, my goodness.
Hopefully I can get through this too. Whereas the Senate of Pennsylvania is always pleased to recognize those individuals who through their laudable tenure of service contribute in a meaningful way toward the well-being of their communities in this Commonwealth. And whereas Daisy E. Lightner is being honored upon her September 5th, 2025 retirement from Rye Township after more than 32 years of dedicated service. And whereas Ms. Lightner became a part-time employee of Rye Township in 1993, after more than 3 decades of service, she's retiring as Secretary Treasurer and Administrative Zoning Secretary. To her great credit, Ms. Lightner has also represented the municipality within a variety of organizations, including the Pennsylvania State Association of Township Supervisors, and she's attended many conventions. She's also served as a member of the Capital Tax Collection Board and Assistant Secretary of the Rye Township Planning Commission. Throughout her career, Ms. Lightner strove to adhere to the highest standards of service and rightly earned the respect and admiration of her many friends and colleagues. Now therefore, the Senate of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania recognizes Daisy E. Lightner for her many years of loyalty and service, proudly notes that she demonstrated extraordinary commitment to Rye Township, offers best wishes for her continued success in the years to come, and directs that a copy of this document, sponsored by Senator Greg Rothman, be transmitted to Daisy E. Lightner, 1879 Valley Road, Marysville, Pennsylvania. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Mike was instrumental in that too.
Okay, that takes us to announcements. September 1st, Labor Day holiday, the office will be closed. Trash will be collected on Wednesday, September 3rd. September 9th at 9:30 p.m. is going to be the Planning Commission meeting held here. It's usually the week before, but because of the holiday. And then September 14th, 4 p.m., the chili cook-off at Glenvale Church of God. That takes us to approval and payment of the bills.
Can we read over them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just
General fund check numbers 18371 to 18395 in the amount of $22,672.02. Payroll check numbers 8550 to 8556 in the amount of $6,621.92. No checks void. And payroll checks number 8557 to 8563 in the amount of $6,706.30. No checks void.
Okay. Sean, did you have a question?
yeah, I have a conflict here. Let's see. I would like to make a well, actually, we need to pay. We need to pay all the general fund checks except 18373 to Laura Fetty.
Okay, you're making that motion. I'll second. Brad, are you in favor?
Yes.
All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Yep.
Okay, now, then, I make a motion to approve payment of check 0018373 to Laura Fetter. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Brad, second.
I will abstain.
That one is also approved to be paid. So that bill to be paid. Just a quick question, our cell phone bill is, how do we pay that? Where would that be?
AT&T, it's an auto deduction.
Okay, so it's not.
So you don't have to
No.
show up.
It's like $179 and change per month.
And so it's like a PP&L bill, any staple bills like that.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Sabo, I have a question in that regard.
Can you,
Sure.
yeah, just hold till public, we're almost there, if you don't mind, thank you. Okay, so we did approve
Yep.
the payment of the bills.
No.
We're
What about the
good.
payroll?
Yeah, well, no, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to pay the payroll checks, B and C.
Let's see, okay, second,
I'll
all
second.
in favor?
Aye.
Okay, checks B and C, okay. That takes us to the second part of citizen participation, again, it's 10 minutes, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
No worries. My question, just as you referred to following the state law, what is the state law? And if you don't know the answer, perhaps your attorney does. As far as the township revealing what the accounting is in the coffers of the township, including all the CDs, and is that on the website? Where would I find access to know actually what our operating budget is and how much we have?
That's a good question, yeah.
When we're talking 14,000 here and there for
Mhm.
these charges, I'd love to know that.
How is that publicly accessible?
Budget's on the
available?
Well, the budget's
agenda.
online.
The
Yeah.
budget's online. It's It's,
Okay.
yeah, it's on the
Oh,
website.
great.
Is that what you're, is that
Yeah,
what
the
you're?
budget's public.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay, you
that's in
said
the
for-
treasurer's report then, I just looked for the treasurer's report, including that would include that in.
No, the yearly budget is on the,
Okay,
is on the website.
okay.
And I'm sorry, is that what you're asking for? I
No,
want
I'm
to be sure I
asking
understand your
how
question.
much does the township have right now?
Oh, and assets and accounts and all?
Yeah,
I looked
that-
at the actual audit from last year.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have a, you know, a
balance sheet.
reconciliation of all of the,
Oh, great,
the accounts.
And that's online?
okay. So then that would be,
For 20.
That's
old information, there's not a current accounting? Like I
No.
keep my checkbook
Right.
current.
No, that's not out there.
Huh, that's surprising. Okay. Thank you.
Did we answer your question?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the budget
I
is
just hope you're
online.
following the state laws on that, right, as far as making that available? Oh, great,
Uh,
okay, thanks.
Yeah, just want to confirm that it is online, but the budget's online.
The budget is
Very done.
online.
The audit, thank you.
Mr. Sabo?
Can I just interject? We have a certified CPA firm that comes in and does a full-blown audit,
Perfect.
okay? I think that might be helpful.
Okay, great.
And
And that's who publishes that
and
report
that's
that we
what
put on.
publishes, though.
Okay,
One
excellent,
way, yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so sorry, we're into the second part of the public comment. Comments. Mr. Brown?
I was just here to find out, this litigation, I know it's top secret, but what is being litigated exactly? The fact that they replaced the chain link fence on the field that's allegedly in the floodplain? Or is this
Quick summary, Ron, you're an engineer with Pannoni, right? That's your, so you're gonna be familiar with some of maybe what Mike's going to
right? I
relay.
just-
That's the only reason why I'm
Yeah, what's
asking.
being litigated?
So Mike has some,
And let me just say this, there's a rumor out there that said the township is fining the community association $500 a day for not complying with something. Now, I don't know where that came from either.
I will just give what I know at this point. That it started, I believe in December from the zoning officer, I think that we heard issuing a notice of violation. That was then followed up in January by, was it the floodplain administrators that whoever, who may have done, who may have,
Gordon, yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure. But regardless, whatever, then was filed regarding their interpretations, the ordinance. And as far as I know, nothing then was filed as far as just appeals to the zoning hearing board with regard to that. It
Thank you.
did end up with the district justice. I heard how that was resolved. I don't know if that's exactly,
okay.
how it was done, but this could have been, just the district justice saying, work it out. I don't think that is even something totally unheard of by a district justice who doesn't have to write, any decision or anything like that justifying a decision. But it has been an ongoing thing. I think that there are disagreements as to interpretations and what certain things may mean, and that's where it ends up is in court. So I think that's exactly what is being done in this case, and I think that the township is trying to enforce exactly what the floodplain administrator, whatever that second notice was, the ordinance, state law, that is what they are doing on behalf of the community, and the RTCA, disagrees with that interpretation. And doesn't seem to be that any agreement, and that is where then somebody else has to decide that, so.
Excuse me, would it go to county court then?
Yes, it is.
That is where it's going, yeah.
Thank you, Ron. Becky?
So this is gonna be a comment relating to this. It appears that, Rye Township is going to be complying with DEP and doing their permits and stuff like that, which is what these state ordinances you're referring to. DEP pushed down this floodplain ordinance, okay? You're gonna comply with that. The RTCA is complying with that, so why are we still going to court then?
Well, okay, so, well, yeah, I'm not.
There it is.
I don't know if that's exactly.
Targeting.
No, I don't know if that's exactly it. There's obviously,
Whenever
that, you know, that they don't agree. And here it is, it's gonna be tonight, just totally no agreement on things, and that's where then somebody else has to get involved to decide it.
Well,
That's it.
and so folks should know that $14,750 that we talked about earlier, that is the township complying with DEP and doing the study.
You put a building in the floodway. You put your building in the floodway.
And fence and fill.
And fence and fill.
We've replaced a fence.
We have tried, okay, we did
You've
not
reached
want to
out?
go there. This is why we tried to go through months and months of trying to encourage us to work
Okay.
together.
First of all, Becky,
No.
keep your
She can
tone
I-
civil, because everybody else has been civil
It's-
here. We wanna have-
Yeah, but it's also irritating knowing you won't listen to us.
John, I'm sure it's irritating, and it's irritating for us, but we have worked through from the point of just having verbal indication to the RTCA, Brad walking over when it was first noticed that the fence was being put in. So there have been numerous attempts to say, hey, and again, I'm not going to go further.
Again, though, you went after us for three separate things.
This is where it has to go, and it's just gonna be the same
Well,
thing.
and my
Right,
comment is that you threw stones and you lived in a glass house, because we have pictures of Brad even dumping back there in November and December. We didn't want to go there. We just wanted to replace the fence,
For the
fix the
community.
park up for the community. And instead, you had to keep pushing, and you had to keep pushing. And you invited DEP out here to our properties to walk around and look. And this is why we're in this situation, because she doesn't walk around with blinders on, and when she's out here, she saw everything that was going on. That's the end of my comment. That's all I got.
Ashley.
I do have a question for Jay. You said that the bill was extremely high, like $14,000. Is this something that the township could?
For Jay?
For Jay.
Oh,
Jay.
number
Oh,
J.
oh.
For Jay, you said that Mr. Slip said like, wow, that's really high. Is this something like, could you get like quotes from different organizations, or do you have to use them? Because, I mean, it's our money, so you're right, it's super high.
Hey,
So is that something you guys can do? Is that allowed? Like to get different quotes per se?
well, certainly you can, but that is our township engineer. And I don't know that we found anybody in.
I mean, but if quotes are free, isn't it worth taking a look?
Isn't it true that professional services, you don't have to go out for bid? I didn't want
That's true,
anybody to
and
think
you're
we're
gonna
trying-
evaluate it, it was tabled, you didn't approve it, you're gonna
Right.
go back
I
and
didn't
look
want
at
them
it
to
and
think we
evaluate it.
didn't, the
Right.
board did not comply with the regulations
True.
or bidding regulations.
No, you're right, exactly, but that's the thing, it was tabled, you're gonna, take a look at it anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm aware it's table, that's just my public comment, like it would be a great.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
Choice,
your
do you know
point.
what I
Yeah, we
mean?
try not to spend.
And then
more
I
money than
only
we
just have two other things, and maybe this isn't allowed to be asked today, because it's like not on the agenda.
Well, again,
but-
keep in mind, there to be comments.
Yeah,
And we
so-
are over time,
yeah,
so just.
I know,
be
just have
mindful
two
of that.
quick things. Heisley Lane, just because school buses are now in session, do we have any update on when that will be fixed?
Have we heard any? I think that was a permitting
Yeah.
question too.
That's
When
what
we
the
get a
wetland
permit.
delineations are doing, and, I think we were waiting.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Don't have.
And then I only, no, so that's a no still?
Well,
Okay,
no.
and then I just have one just quick thing. So our solicitor had stated that, Mr. Gibney said we were to get along, figure it out ourselves. And from Mr. Schulze saying after that court hearing, the Rye Township did send an email to the supervisors with no response. So why was there no response?
Oh, well, one, because of how far it had gone in a legal direction. I mean, we have to be mindful also of, we're representing the township, and also the solicitor is legal counsel. And at some point, when it goes that way, you know, we're not attorneys here. So we need to be mindful of that. And I'll tell you, I have had discussions, I've received phone calls, I've received email requests to talk to folks. I have one 62-minute, my wife knows this, 62 minutes that I will never get back, that I thought, well, hey, okay, I will call this person, I will talk. And this person was a friend of mine until this call, and known her for years, and she pretty much screamed at me for 62 minutes. And I didn't hang up on her. But unfortunately, that's the way most of the calls go, and I'm not gonna, you know, you try to treat everybody here civilly, you know, folks aren't gonna agree with that, but I mean, we try our best. We've been criticized for, because we try to treat everybody the same, but there are some folks in here that I know personally, and I knew that something that was going on with their property was gonna result likely in a call to the township. And yes, do I call them as a friend and just say, hey, before this gets ratcheted up or whatever? But now you're treating somebody different because of the relationship with you. And so we try to be mindful of that too, and that went sideways, unfortunately, too. And so,
I suspect our attorney doesn't live in the township, just hopefully he knows this is about the children of this township.
Right. And I want to follow up. If this was not the forum to ask questions regarding the lawsuit and why you're going for it, what is the proper forum for us as residents to ask those questions? Because I feel like
we left with no answer.
We have no answer. I don't come here.
And are you willing to host a town meeting?
I'm sorry?
Are you willing to host a town meeting so people can be heard?
No, they already voted to go ahead with the lawsuit.
Yeah.
So you can't. So my question is, sir, again, what forum is it that we have the ability to hear your stance? Because a lot I heard, and no offense to the solicitor, but he didn't really understand what's going on yet. I don't know if he just got involved or whatnot, but as a person, I heard about this, I came because I was very concerned, and I was thinking that I was gonna get answers. And from when I heard about it, I'm like, you know what, there's two sides, let's hear both sides. I didn't hear anything from you guys telling us why you're doing it and the importance of doing it. All I heard was a lot of people from Rye Township saying, we want this stopped. Hey, the judge said work it out. We're saying as residents that we want this to be stopped, and you guys are continuing to go forward with no answers as why.
Okay. Again.
So what is the forum that I can go to?
I think a lot of people have that answer.
There is no forum, especially at this point. I
So
mean,
you
correct
don't-
me if I'm wrong, but there's
So
no.
residents have no
There's
voice.
no, you can have comment, but we cannot engage in deliberation with you because it's now out of our hands.
No, but when you made that choice to sue, why didn't you come talk to us and say, hey, guys, we're gonna have a special town hall, we have to talk about this?
Well, how do you think that'll go? And based on my own experience, it
Well,
doesn't
you're
go.
you're being open and honest with us. You're just sharing us, hey, guys, look, this is what happened. I don't
No,
know
see,
the ins and outs,
yeah,
but you
yeah.
can say, hey, this is what happened. They accidentally did something with the planes. We have to go through this. We're gonna try to work it out. But that nothing happened. Us residents didn't hear anything about it, and now I'm here and I'm already hearing that you guys are already going through with this lawsuit, which we didn't even get a voice. And I still don't know why you're doing it.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't have an opportunity to back you up, sir.
I really do appreciate your question, and I wish we could talk more about it. With that said, we went long on public comment, the second portion, make a motion to adjourn.
Oh, actually, before we adjourn, one more thing. Actually, Daisy's not the only township employee that's retiring. This week in particular, Nancy's last day is Friday.
I'm sorry, Nancy, we talked about your resignation last. That's
So
right,
we
that is.
just need to say thank you to her for her years of service.
Thank you.
15 years.
Wow, thank you, thank you.
Mr. Supervisor,
Yeah.
this gentleman had a question that was,
Just real quick.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, you did that
Second.
only because you asked something earlier and I didn't.
I just want to introduce myself for those that don't know me, Josh Miller, Fire Chief of Marysville. I plan to start attending these monthly meetings. I go to the Marysville Council meeting just to give them an incident report for the month, etc. If you had any questions they may have for the fire company. And also one of my questions, Ashley, I believe it was Ashley, kind of stole my thunder. I just wanted to bring up about the Heisley Road, that single lane, if there's any traction on that or what the, it's, that's all. I just thought of that when I came out, I saw the barrels. And
I don't
know
think
it's
that they
been-
heard your response to what the problem is.
We will not be issued a permit until the wetland delineation that we were just talking about is completed and submitted to DEP.
So that's what it is. Okay.
So that, I mean, that's where that is.
I don't think
That was.
Part of the permit.
That's all part of the permitting process, unfortunately. It seems rather silly for two places now, but.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just wondered if they gave you any temporary repairs you could make, or if they.
No, they wouldn't,
Arms
actually.
are tied till. Okay, that's fine. That was just my only question. Thank you.
Okay, with that, motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
All right, second.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. 8:13.